Everyone knows the feeling. You work hard, save up cash, and then watch inflation slowly chip away at its purchasing power while it sits idle. For years, Indian retail investors have faced a harsh trade-off. You can put your money in a bank fixed deposit for extreme safety, but you only receive a 6 to 7.5% yield. Or you can chase growth in direct equities, but you have to stomach massive short-term volatility. On this horizontal spectrum, on the far left, you have low risk and low yield with FDs. On the far right, high risk and high volatility with equities. Right here in the middle is the structural bridge asset, the Indian fixed income and bond market. A bond is a formal, legally binding contract, but instead of borrowing money from a bank, an institution is borrowing money from you. You are the lender. You provide the upfront capital. In exchange, the borrowing institution promises to pay you regular interest and then return your full principal amount on a specific maturity date. Upgrading your portfolio from a standard FD to bonds means trading absolute hands-off convenience for active risk management. If you manage that risk correctly, you capture superior returns. Stepping outside the traditional banking system might feel intimidating, but the modern Indian fixed income ecosystem is strictly monitored by two primary authorities. The first is the Reserve Bank of India. They manage public treasuries and issue sovereign debt, instruments strictly backed by the government. The second authority is the Securities and Exchange Board of India. SEBI enforces transparency on all corporate debt platforms, protecting your capital. Because of modern digital channels, you no longer need traditional brokers to access these markets. You can use the RBI Retail Direct Portal or SEBI-regulated online bond platform providers to buy bonds directly. Once purchased, these investments integrate cleanly into your standard NSDL or CDSL demat accounts, sitting right alongside your existing stocks and mutual funds. Technology has opened the doors to institutional-level yields, but because access is completely democratized, the burden of selecting the safest, most profitable instrument falls entirely on you. Your fixed income choices break down into two main categories. First is sovereign debt, which includes short-term treasury bills and long-term dated government securities. These sovereign instruments offer yields between 6.8 and 7.4%. Their main appeal is the ultimate guarantee. They are completely backed by the Government of India. The second category is corporate debt and non-convertible debentures. Private companies issue these to raise capital without giving away equity. They must pay you back purely in cash when the bond matures. Look at this massive highway construction site. It is funded by public sector undertaking bonds, like NHAI. These government-backed corporate bonds offer a unique sweet spot, near sovereign safety, paired with a slight yield premium over standard government securities. Then you have private corporate bonds issued by commercial enterprises. Here, the yields scale up dramatically based on how badly the company needs capital and the internal strength of their balance sheet. Moving out of government securities to chase higher corporate yields requires a deliberate choice. You forfeit sovereign principal guarantees entirely to capture that extra profit. Before you deploy capital into any corporate bond, you have to run it through a filtration checklist. The first step is determining its true valuation. This bond certificate shows a 1,000 rupee face value and an unchangeable 8% coupon, locking in an 80 rupee payout. But if you buy this at a discount on the secondary market, your yield to maturity rises higher than that static coupon. This creates the golden rule of fixed income investing. Your long-term asset allocation must always be based on the yield to maturity, never the headline coupon rate. Investors who only look at the static coupon rate fall for superficial marketing. By focusing on yield to maturity, you calculate your true mathematical profit. This seesaw illustrates a strict inverse correlation. When global interest rates rise, the market price of older, existing bonds falls. However, that falling price only actually hurts you if you are forced to sell the bond prematurely on the secondary market. You can neutralize this risk through the maturity matching mandate. As this timeline shows, if you have a financial goal exactly 24 months from now, you buy a 2-year bond. Because you hold the asset to its exact maturity date, the borrower is legally obligated to return your full principal. Those interim market price drops become completely irrelevant. Mastering your personal timeline rather than trying to time the market is the only foolproof way to shield your capital from interest rate cycles. Even if you perfectly match your timeline, you still have to protect against the nightmare scenario, corporate default. That happens when the issuing company simply runs out of money to pay you back. This thermometer gauge shows the SEBI-registered credit rating scale, starting with highly stable AAA bonds down to BBB. BBB is the boundary for investment-grade debt. Dropping into the red BB to D zone means entering dangerous, actively defaulting debt. You will see aggressive fintech platforms marketing A or BBB corporate bonds, promising massive 10 to 12.5% yields. Those high payouts exist because the debt is often unsecured or subordinated. If that company declares bankruptcy, your chances of recovering your capital drop drastically. In the fixed income world, outsized returns are exact compensation for taking on a measurable probability of losing your principal. Because no credit rating agency is flawless, you have to build structural firewalls inside your portfolio to contain potential defaults. This pie chart illustrates the sovereign anchor. 40% of your portfolio must remain in zero default government instruments. Next, the single issuer cap. Notice the lock on this slice. Never expose more than 15% to one corporate brand. Finally, the high-yield buffer. Speculative bonds are isolated in this bright red slice, limited to 5% of your net worth. By adhering strictly to these caps, you ensure that even if one aggressive corporate bet goes bankrupt, your foundational wealth remains entirely intact. If you are an absolute safety seeker, your actionable blueprint is clear. Keep your short-term liquidity in bank FDs and use the RBI Retail Direct portal to lock in risk-free mid-term government securities. If you are a yield optimizer, your approach shifts. You will use SEBI-regulated platforms to curate a blend of top-tier public sector debt and highly rated corporate bonds. This passenger train represents exactly the kind of top-tier, government-backed infrastructure assets that provide a stable middle ground for optimizers. The bond market rewards patience and strictly punishes overreaching. Do not trade a solid AAA yield for a speculative BBB yield unless you are fully prepared to lose the capital. The ultimate goal is to secure your financial future by matching your personal timeline with exact mathematical precision.